Right. I don't want to get into too much detail, all right, with this next topic that I'll bring up real quick. But you did bring up, and I didn't even write it down in the rundown. We just kind of brought it up in passing. You texted me about it yesterday. But this Deshaun Watson thing, it's hard to just ignore it because now it feels like where everybody and their mothers thought that this was going to be a thing that Roger Goodell just kind of sat on and said, you know what, all right, here's your 6 or here's your 8 or here's your whatever. Nothing was happening. So I feel like a lot of these other women who are coming forward right now, Deshaun Watson, are saying, no, we're gonna get this done because here's 23 and here's 24. The Watson stuff's never gonna stop. You said that he would go onto the exempt list. Now, when you say that, you said that yesterday in a text that he could possibly go on the exempt list. Does that just mean he's what? Like, for the exempt list never really made sense for me. Does that mean you're untouchable? Or,
no, well, it just means that you get paid at the time, but you can't do anything.
Right? Yeah, but I don't know about that. I can't. Listen, how much of a asshole does Goodell look like if he does that?
My point is, as these things come out, it's not saying that you get put on the exempt list with a pending suspension. So it's just like, now shut it all down. Like, he's not allowed to go do anything yet until we figure this all out. That's what the exempt list means.
then maybe that makes sense.
Yeah. So when I said the exempt list, I'm not saying that as like a good thing for Deshaun Watson. Like that would be very bad.
Yeah, Rube said the same thing. He's awaiting suspension when you're on the exempt list. That's correct. Bailey coming in. What's up, buddy? Dude had the most famous porn star at his house this week.
I don't know if that was this week. I think that's just making its rounds again.
But even if like you got to so you got to get out of the media somehow.
We're not going to talk about the graphicness or how it actually.
You can Google it.
You can
just
go on
pretty.
any of the big major sports websites are. It's pretty crazy.
And there's Cash App receipts and everything,
right?
Thing.
So there could be a bunch of hearsay, and I know that when you have these types of situations, there is a lawyer that's out there seeking these people out, seeking potential victims out.
Yeah, right.
So seeking out those victims might mean that if there's a compensation involved, and it's like, look, we're suing for this much. Did this ever happen to you? You know, there could be some of that. But when you have 24 of those, and then now Cash App receipts, you have text messaging friends saying, like, detailing what happened. If those things are all present, like the lawyer is saying, then you have Rusty Hardin saying crazy shit. And I know that he may have meant it in jest, but where is your tact? Where is your couth? You can't say there's nothing wrong with a happy ending and then try and spin it and say, like, no, I meant like with the whole situation, like nothing bad happens to Deshaun.
Oh,
like,
so that's the happy ending.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. We're talking about a masseuse situation here with happy endings, and you're gonna make a joke like that. It's just so. It just
bad taste,
to
man.
me, it's in bad taste. You're defending this guy, and you're making those jokes. Rusty Hardin is the same lawyer that defended Roger Clemens in that whole.
Really?
He's like a famous sports lawyer. Yeah, you know him.
Super. We know. Yeah, James Rube came in something. We definitely knew this already. That the Browns. They knew this shit was going to go down. They absolutely knew this stuff was going to happen. So they structured it in a way where he wouldn't lose a lot of money if suspended for a whole year.
I think the NFL is not going to like that. You know, like the NFL might be like, okay, so 2 years then, or
can
never
they find
again,
him
or never again. Like if Ray Rice never played football again because of what he had was on camera, nowhere near as egregious as what the fuck is supposedly happening with Deshaun Watson. Like, this motherfucker should be in jail. I don't want to hear about civil suits. You know what I mean? Like, point blank, period. If there's no evidence, I get it. You can't put him in jail. But is it not evidence if you have 24 of them? And like the details of a Cash App receipt?
5 of them.
Now the 23rd accuser, it was equally as disturbing to me because it was like he was dealing with a pimp, and the pimp was a woman that was setting up the massages. And
it's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
with the shield. Roger, come on, man. You suspended Zeke for 6 games and he didn't even do anything. How do you not just say, you know what? Fuck this guy. We're done.
And
like,
really,
what are we doing here? Are you worried about something else, Roger?
It's starting to make Baker Mayfield look less petty because he's probably like, look at the motherfucker that they replaced me with. Now, I know Baker sucks at quarterback, but he's like, you know, like, what the fuck?
Baker's like, that's cool. I'm going to start this year. Fun times. That's what it is.
Yeah. And no, Jimmy.
And no, just calm down over there. This is why we chose to do this on a Tuesday.
The thing that I just, like, I don't understand is, like, it says, I'm not going to get into all the graphic details, but it says that this masseuse in the 24th claim that came out quit massage
quit the job entirely. Right away.
Like, was not going back. Like, he
ruined the life.
He's ruined people's lives and careers.
What are we doing here?
They're doing nothing about it. This is why I don't understand how.
If Roger Goodell has any fucking nuts. He'll just do this. He'll just get rid of this clown show and be done with it. This is the reason why you're in
the
this.
Browns out of the league too.
Fine.
I like that idea.
You kick the shit out of Cleveland. Who cares? Because
Like,
they're just
what
not
were they
relevant
thinking,
ever.
bro. Like, they didn't do any due diligence on this.
That's what I'm saying. And not only that, bro. Not only that, they gave him the biggest, highest guarantee ever. Ever. You telling me that they did that at 22 victims? So they're like, nah. It's only what's the worst that can happen? 23? Oh fuck! That's only 23. Oh, here comes 24.
Now there's
What the
also a
fuck are we
shred
doing
of
here?
this where I think that there was a lot of these potential women that were completely okay with doing it, and now that there's money involved, and it's like, well, no, I didn't like that. That could be possible as well, but it doesn't mean that all of them were. And if one wasn't okay with it, and like
But that's what I'm saying. You say one. There's other guys in the league that have done less with one person.
I don't
In
want
order, I'm not compared to Zeke. I'm saying like everybody.
I'm just saying, like, forget about every other situation. This is crazy. Forget it. There's
I
nothing.
agree.
Nothing ever that's happened is comparing to this, outside of maybe the Big Ben situation. But even that wasn't like this. It was like very different.
That was he shed.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
Very equally disturbing details, but the
Correct.
details were murky because it's not really like factual. It's opinion.
And back
opinion,
then there
opinion.
weren't receipts, there weren't texts, there weren't screen
But
grabs, there weren't all that shit.
If
There
there's
wasn't
like a
that.
massage and a cash and like a date and said, look, this was the day, and then like all of a sudden she stopped getting paychecks from the job that day, and there's a Cash App receipt from that day, then I don't know what the fuck we're actually discussing here.
That's it, Scoop. Point blank, period. That's it. You had your chance to be a star, a superstar in the NFL. You blew it by being a little hornball. That's your problem. That's your problem. And if you have a problem, which I know there's people out there and there's classes for this and there's meetings for this kind of shit, if you have that problem, go seek help. Go seek help. But do not play professional football. It just doesn't happen. I'm done with it.
Don't let Mia Khalifa dunk on you in your living room on a fake hoop either. It's a bad look.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a bad fucking look.
Holy shit, man. This guy sucks.